guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a very quick new moon messages reading. I actually forgot it was a new moon, but I realized, not to sound TMI, whenever it is a new moon, I'm on my monthly, and I'm just thinking, isn't that like such a coincidence? So yeah, I didn't know it was until I started seeing it everywhere. I'm like, oh no, wait, okay, that makes sense. And usually I do a video one, but I've done a written version on Instagram, but because I have different audiences, so I thought, let me just do the video version here because it may be very different. Okay, so I'm gonna make it very quick. To choose pile 1, we have the lighter. To choose pile 2, I was actually gonna get something else, but let me, you know what, let's use this earring. To pick pile 2 is the earring, and to pick pile 3 we have the winner. Now I would show you the cards, but the angle of everything is just off, and I just want to make this a very quick reading. So yeah, so let's start. So pile 1, you guys chose the lighter. What do you need to know? Okay, we have karmic, we have the justice. Ooh, okay. We have, well, justice is Libra, and then we have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the 8 of Wands. I'm gonna move the rest of these other things out of the way. Then we have water sign energy with the Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have, oh, that's it. That's it for tarot. Then we have let go as your advice. We have pay attention to red flags. Oh wow, for your love advice. And then we have snake and the fern, which is starting over again. Okay, starting over. And then we have 59, spread the light. 5 is a number of change, 9 is a number of endings. Add 5 and 9 together, you get 14, which rounds back to 5. So there's a lot of change happening for you, but don't think of it as happening to you. Look at it as happening for you. We do have Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Okay, so the message is very clear. So this full moon, you're being advised to let go, detachment. And it's not to say that you have to let go of people or something in particular, as in like it's not for you kind of let go. It's more like surrender to the detachment. And I hate to sound so religious, but this is in every Abrahamic religion, so Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. When they talk about it was Abraham itself, I think, where God apparently had told him to sacrifice his son, as in just kill your son. And he loved God, but he also loved his son so much. And he was just about to do it. He was willing to just gather up the courage to kill his son. And his son understood. I was like, okay, if God wants you to kill me, then kill me, innit? And then just when he's about to slaughter him, he's sharpening his knife, an angel came before him and said, oh, psych. Well, not psych, but that's disrespectful, sorry. But sorry, what I meant to say was, it basically said stop. It was just a test from God, just to see, if you were willing to do it. And basically what I interpret that to mean is you're severing attachment to things and people. So it's not necessarily coming from a place of you have to let go of people or things. It's more of like let go of the attachment or the outcome of things. So in terms of love, for example, you may be someone who wants to get married and you're willing to get married fast, because that's just all what you want, even if it means skipping the red flags of a person. But you're being asked to let go of the outcome of getting married and just enjoying the process in order to have that journey towards marriage. And therefore you'll find happiness and you'll understand who is worth marrying and who isn't. And especially that example is so integral. I know so many people my age who are like, I want to get married. And it's just like, stop rushing it, because you could end up with a psychopath. You need to know the person really well. There was even a woman who based her whole YouTube around being a trophy wife. She was like, oh, I'm a single mom and now I got a ring, and it only took a week to get married. And I'm like, bruh, like that's so dangerous. And now fast forward many months down the line, she's getting a divorce because he turned out to be a child molester. So the point is, you can't speed things ahead just because you want them. There is beauty in waiting. There's beauty in patience. And sometimes us human beings can be ignorant. We feel like we don't know why we're waiting so long. So we just start to get all desperate and we start to feel like, oh my God, we're being punished. But there is an integral reason why things are taking their time. And you will learn that with time. But regardless, your advice here is to sever attachment. Basically, yes? Oh yeah, basically sever attachment. So it's not saying like, oh, let go of whatever you're trying to manifest or get for yourself, but just let go of the outcome so that you enjoy the process and the journey towards that. That in that way you build character, you build morals, you build strive, you learn along the way why you're even waiting to start with, okay? And that's the lesson of it, because we have karmic. So that's what you're meant to be learning on the journey. For those who have done you wrong, we do have the justice card, so you will be brought to justice. So whoever's right in the situation will be reprimanded for that, and anyone who is wrong in the situation will be punished for that. Did I say reprimanded in the right context? I don't think I did. Please correct me. But regardless, you'll get your good karma, okay? And it's everything to do with detachment. So if you've been saying, oh, I want to find the love of my life, but I'm single, or what am I doing wrong? I keep going on the apps and yada, yada, yada. You're going to realize getting rid of that, I need to find someone, that desperation, that clinginess, it's like once you sever that attachment, you'll be able to find love a lot more simple when you just simply just let life be and enjoy every stage you're in. So if you're single, enjoy being single. If you're in a relationship, enjoy that stage. If you're engaged, enjoy that stage. If you're married, enjoy that stage. Just making peace with whatever stage you're in, and then eventually it will come to you sooner. Okay? But if in terms of just overall life goals, careers, hobbies, things that you really want to bring into your life, like abundance, it's like not focusing on, oh, when is it going to happen, and focusing on the journey to making it happen. Are you even enjoying what you're doing? Like, for example, I'm an artist. A lot of artists are upset because they're like, oh, when am I going to take off? When do I have to leave my 9 to 5? But do you enjoy what you're doing? Is there passion behind what you're doing? Like, whether you've made it or not, you'd still be making music. So enjoy the process, and perfect your craft. Eventually you'll be able to spread that light and you'll meet the right people. Okay, we do have the 8 of Wands, so I do feel like rapid changes are coming into your life, and these are for the better. So don't think of it as I had to start from the beginning. Think of it as, what am I learning on this journey? Once you understand the lessons behind attachment in order to make things happen for yourself, things will pick up and you start to realize, no wonder why that took so long, Also, do expect an apology to come through. We do have the Page of Cups. I don't know why I'm seeing it as an apology. This could also be an offer of opportunities, but I'm getting more of an apology. Someone who you got really bad vibes from, someone who you got red flags from, because we do have pay attention to red flags. So that's your love advice. When it comes to dealing with different people, you are being advised to pay attention to the red flags, okay? Some of you may really, really want someone and you're willing to overlook a few things, giving people the benefit of the doubt, but you're being advised to pay attention to the red flags. Use your painful experiences to help sharpen your intuition and hypervigilance, but not in a way where you not in the way where you suspect everything wrong, like everything like negative about other people, but just to the point where you feel like, you know what? This is alarming. This reminds me of this situation. This is a red flag. Okay, honor yourself enough to do that. But yeah, don't be afraid to start again, especially if you're in a relationship. You feel like, oh, everything's not working. This is definitely not my person, but I've invested so much time into it. Don't be afraid to start again. But this is also when it comes to your life goals, your career. Some of you may need to go back to school again. Some of you are studying again. Some of you may feel like you need to start again of your course. If it's like a 3-year course, for example, you may need to start at year 1 again. Or you may feel like something that you did in the past and you abandoned, you may be being guided to start it all over again. Don't think of yourself as a failure. Think of yourself as someone who was learning. What you needed to learn was detachment and realizing what is actually meant for you, what actually feeds your soul. Okay, you are being advised to spread the light, and again, as I said before, 5 is all about change and 9 is about ending. So there's a lot of symbolism around endings, and endings don't always have to be painful. They don't always have to mean, oh no, this is the end of my life. Like, this could be something that you can turn into a positive, and you can even influence others to be okay with this ending. For some of you, it's a divorce. Yeah, it's a divorce settlement or a relationship ending, and you're realizing that, you know what, I thought it was going to be harder than I thought, but I'm getting by each day. Okay, endings can be beautiful. Look at sunsets. Okay, but 5 plus 9 is 14, which rounds back to 5. So expect a lot of change, but it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So if you're someone who's really uncomfortable with change, it's time to get comfortable with that change, because it's going to bring you massive opportunities. I remember at some point in my life, I was really homeless. And I was watching Indigo Mysteries tarot reading. I love her. And she was telling me, right now you may be in an unstable place, but you're gonna actually have a home. And I'm like, what? That's so scary. I can't think of that, because I was on the streets, and then I ended up having to live with the father of my kids, who was very, very, let's just say, not nice. Let's not get into it. Maybe in another reading. And she says, okay, you're going to leave where you're at to go and have your own place. And I'm like, how's that going to work out with me being a student, me not having any money to myself? I'm like, how, you know? And then lo and behold, it worked out. I ended up getting my own place. It was beautiful. And now I have a proper house with, you know, somewhere where my man and my kids can be. Like, my life is completely changed and completely different. And that's because she literally said, yeah, you may be seeing 555. There's going to be some changes. And it doesn't mean the change was easy. The change was difficult. I had to be on the streets at some point, and I had to really suffer. And I was a student having, you know, a lot of responsibilities to deal with. And I was still doing tarot readings even then. I took my cards with me. I had my eldest son, and I was still a student. I was doing my master's. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do? But it all worked out. And I was scared of like leaving where I was, because I didn't want to be on the streets, but I had to be on the streets to get to where I am today. And it was worth it. So similarly, in fact, did I say Indigo Mystery? Like, I love that woman. I don't know what's happened to her, but she really helped me get through some hard times. And I'm just praying the best for her, because I do feel like things have changed with her. And if you guys know who that is, yeah, you will know exactly what I mean. Go send her some love and go watch her videos. She's really great. But anyways, regardless, yeah, there's going to be big changes happening for you. And these changes are going to be really beautiful. They may be scary at first, but just embrace it. And don't be afraid to start all over again. Remember, don't be attached to an outcome. Don't be attached to something. Just go with the flow and go with the journey. It's okay to set yourself some goals, but don't be so hyper fixated on the when. And it has to happen like this. It will happen when it happens. Okay, that's all I have. Okay, just let go. Trust the process. I'm going to move on to pile 2, because my man hates it when I start to do lots of readings, because like he wants to spend time with me, and I'm like, yeah, I want to spend time with you too, but I just had to get this out the way. It's like I just had to. It was new moon, you know. But yeah, I'm going to move on to pile 2. Okay, so pile 2. 12. Wow, synchronicity. You guys chose the earring. Okay, so maybe there's something you need to be paying more attention to, but this is also a gold earring, so maybe there's something about your glow up, your fashion, changing things up. Let's see. We have the weight of the world, boundaries, let go, it's not yours to carry. That's your advice. We have 26. Some of you guys can be 26, you don't have to be, but 2 is all about alignment, and 6 is all about reciprocity. 2 is also about partnership. So 2 plus 6 is 8, which is abundance. Okay, we have dare to be happy. Yeah, you deserve to be happy. Okay, we have the wolf and the rose hip, which is guardianship. We have separation. Wow, that took a random turn. We have get more information as your advice. We also have page of swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have more water. Why I say more? This is the only water card here. 9 of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have more earth, which is 5 of Pentacles. And then we have crown chakra. Okay, pile 2. What is it that you need to know? Okay, your higher self is coming through with the crown chakra, sorry. There's something you need to be paying attention to. You guys did select the earring. You guys need to pay attention to patterns in your life, especially your love life. And not just your love life, but even the dynamics between family, friends, co-workers. What is the pattern that you spot? How do people treat you? And what is the thing that you do most? Because I'm getting the vibe for this pile. You may be the type of person that carries so much responsibility. Like you carry a lot of responsibilities of other people when in reality it's their responsibility. I will not be surprised if you guys have people-pleasing tendencies, and that's not a judgment on your part. I too have had that, but I've worked hard, or I'm working hard to not have that, if that makes sense. We do have the weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Because I'm getting with this advice card alone, you guys are so used to accommodating to other people's feelings first, especially in love and especially with family dynamics. It's like you're ready to be accommodating towards others, but then you often forget about yourself, and which is not good, because the weight of the world is not yours to carry. If something is stressing you out, pile 2, do let it go. you're not going to be seen as selfish. You're not going to be seen as unreliable. If anything, you need to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. Okay, it's you first, right? Like if you had £10 to your name and there's someone begging on the street and they're like, oh, can I have that £10? You're not going to give it all. You're going to still think of yourself first, right? Pour into yourself. I'm getting the vibe that with you guys, you're the type of people that you feel like you always have to dishonor your own wants and needs and stuff, just so you have the sake of your family, your friends, your everything going well. And there's no need for that. Okay, we have Dare to Be Happy. That's literally your advice. Pour into what is pouring into you. If you feel like you're giving so much energy to your friends, family, co-workers, whatever it may be, and you're not getting any of that same energy in return, it's time to pour that energy back into yourself. You're not going to be selfish. You're going to be someone who's actually needing self-care. Okay, because 2 is all about alignment and 6 is all about balance and reciprocity. If there's no balance with what you're doing, even at work, like why would you sign up to do a job and you got paid like what, £30 every day? Like that's not a job, but that's just slavery at some point, you know? If you're not getting the same amount of effort that is required with your workplace, leave. You know, like you it needs to be reciprocated, right? Because 2 + 6 is 8, which is abundance. And you're being asked to be happy. So this goes for even relationships. If you're in relationships with people where it's not balanced, it's not reciprocal, then you're not going to feel fulfilled, are you? You know? And similarly with friendships and co-workers and everything, like there needs to be some sort of harmony and balance. And you need to feel like what you put in is worth what you're getting out as well. So you need to think about your own self-care. We do have the wolf and the rosehip, which is guardianship. This is ownership. You guys could be dealing with like family members that could have this tendency to feel like, okay, I need to control. I need some control. Or if not family members, could be workplace. If not workplace, could be friendships. If not friendships, could be lovers. But it's like this sense of like, I need to keep power to in control, you know? And you may have allowed people to have power over you because you want peace. And now you're realizing it's just becoming draining. Because we do have separation, time apart is on the horizon. Like that's your advice. Especially when it comes to love. It's like there needs to be a separation. Not a breakup, but a separation. There needs to be some time and some space. But if you are single, then you're probably wondering like, okay, when is love coming in? But it can't come in right now because you need to have more self-care. This is your healing phase. This is your I need to take care of myself stage. Not jump into another relationship or jump into something when you need to be on you right now. Okay? And yeah, it's just this guardianship just comes across as people wanting to control you and own you, and no one has authority over you. You have free will. You have authority over yourself. So if you feel like you're overgiving and you're overdoing much and you're not getting anything in return, and if you try to assert yourself, you're going to be punished for that. Sometimes it's worth shaking things up. Sometimes in life, we're always trying to keep the peace, but it's okay to disrupt the peace sometimes, especially when you've had enough, right? We do have the 5 of Pentacles. So this is an energy of feeling left out in the cold. This is an energy of feeling drained. You may worry about abandonment, especially with the separation here and the 5 of Pentacles. You may worry about separation. You may worry about if you leave people, then you feel responsible for abandoning them, or vice versa. You may feel abandoned by others. But just use this space to focus on what actually makes you happy and just focus on your overall happiness, okay? There is something you need to get information about, and we do have the Page of Swords, and I will clarify what that is. Okay, what's this Page of Swords referring to, and what's this get information about? Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's all about equal give and take. For some of you, it's in your workplace. Or some of you just want self-help books. Like you want to be able to pour and invest into, because you may be wondering sometimes, like, why is it that I put so much effort into this and this and this, or this person, or this situation, or this job, or whatever, and I'm not getting the same in return. I'm not being treated the same as others. Why is it just me? So that's why I said at the beginning of your pile 2, I said, look at the patterns, analyze the patterns. What patterns do you notice? What do you see, you know, in your life? Pay attention to it. Like, listen to those patterns. Okay, you may realize that you're always giving more, you're always being generous, but that generosity is not being reciprocated, and you're waiting for karma to come hit you up, and it will in different ways. But karma is all about a lesson. People forget that. People think karma is a punishment, but it's not. Karma just means a lesson. And the lesson here that you need to learn, that sometimes it's okay to pour back into yourself when you're not getting the same energy back, okay? Yeah. I'm also getting that with this Page of Swords, something's telling me that you need to be quiet about your plans for things. I don't know what specifically. Some of you plan to leave someone or leave something. You need to do it quietly. For others of you, you need to get information about how to balance out a situation. For some of you, it could be like you need to pour into something that is actually more worth your time. You could be sharpening up a skill or needing to sharpen up a skill in order to get out of the work that you were originally going to do but are not meant for. I feel like the more you put yourself with this Nine of Cups, the more you actually drive yourself towards abundance. That's what's coming up. Your abundance and your success is directly linked to your self-concept and how you value yourself. And this is your high self coming through, the high chakra. It's trying to honor you and say, hey, listen, pay attention to your intuition. Listen to us. We're trying to let you know that when you see your worth, other people are going to see it. And then that's when opportunities are going to come out the wall, because you're not going to accept less. You're basically sending off an energy where I'm ready for more. Okay? So I don't know who needed to hear that, but someone did. And I would not be surprised if it doesn't resonate with everyone, but that was very specific. Okay? I'm hearing you don't own me. Yeah, it's almost like this energy of feeling like responsible for others, even if you're not. And getting to be more in control of your life, realizing that you have more autonomy. You know, nothing's going to hold you back but yourself, okay, in this regard. But that's what I'm getting for part number 2. I don't know who needed to hear that, and it may not even resonate with many people, but someone around the world needed to hear that, okay? I'm going to move on to the last pile because, again, as I said before, I don't want to spend too much time away from my family and my man, so I'm trying my best to speed it up. Okay. Let me put this earring back on. All right, so pile 3, 21, 48. You guys chose the winner. Okay, that's nice. All right, so the winner. Yes, you guys may feel like you already won in life, or you're going to be feeling like you have won in life. Okay, we do have the lost lands, soul memories, gifts. You've done this before. We do have 40, say thank you. Some of you guys could be 40, you don't have to be, but 4 is all about stability, protection, okay? For some of you, okay, I was about to say something else, but don't worry. We have the dragonfly and the pansy, which is balance. We have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. We have opportunity. Wow. We have the 9 of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Empress, ooh, Taurus, Libra energy. We have the 3 of Cups, which is water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have more fire with the 5 of Wands. Oh, something's really competitive. And we have pregnancy. Okay, something's really competitive here. For some of you, it could be a competition because we do have the 5 of Wands. If you're competing for either a job interview or a competition, or in general, like there's something competitive that you're needing to do and you may be questioning whether it's for you. It is for you. You've already won. Even if you don't win, you've already won, if that makes sense. You may be wondering if some certain path is actually for you, and it is, because we do have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So I don't know if you guys believe in past lives. Not everyone does, and that's okay. I mean, you know, each to their own. But if you do, this is basically stating that technically, like, you've done this in... Oh, that's too bright. You've done this in another lifetime. So the skills that you possess now, like, you've done this before at some point of your life or lives, if you believe in that, right? Not everyone does. So things are coming naturally. Your path right now is directly linked to something in your past life. So it makes more sense. And this is linked to your success. Okay, we do have opportunities, so there will be more opportunities coming through. So even if something wasn't to work out, you'll always be granted a better opportunity elsewhere, if that makes sense. We do have balance, so there is a need for you guys to be balanced when it comes to the things you got going on. You guys may feel like you have a lot to get done and you need to balance your time well. I feel called out by that, I can't lie. But right now the main focus is stability, but stability in everything. You guys need to develop some sort of structure in order to make the right recipe for success. If you're in a relationship, you're being asked to express more gratitude to your partner, because we do have say thank you and we have true love. Okay, if you're single, you are attracting a true love and it is real, so don't worry. But if you're not single, yeah, you're with your true love, but you need to express more gratitude in that and protect that partnership, and not protect it as in like someone's coming to ruin it, but it's like more like the more love that is between you and your partner, the harder it is for anyone to destroy it. And that love is not just a feeling, it's putting action into that, letting each other know you love each other, spending more time with each other, being more intimate with one another. Okay. And this is probably what is being referred to as a winner. Like you may feel like, okay, life is not perfect, but at least I have my person, you know. That's cute. We do have the 3 of Cups, right? So you will be celebrating something, maybe even having reconciliation with friends. Oh yeah, with the balance and the 3 of Cups is also making me say, like, you need to spend more time with your friends as well. Some of you guys may have been so busy that you don't have the time to. But we do have the 9 of Wands, so this is a perseverance kind of card. I want to clarify it further. Can you clarify 9 of Wands? Why is the 9 of Wands here? Yeah, some of you could be worried about something, whether something's for you, how something's going to pan out. But there's no need to worry. We do have the Emperor. Everything's going to work out well. You will have to maybe be consistent and persistent with what you've got going on, but don't ever give up or be swayed or, you know, distracted by that belief. We also have the Empress, so the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, so even more, if you're in a love situation, this is a true love. Okay, but you will find your equal. Okay, and next is the 10 of Cups. How beautiful is that? Okay, if you have a family, if you have a lover, if you know, everything's going to be working out well between the both of you. There may just be moments of, you know, here and there. I mean, when isn't there, but you guys always manage to get over it. Okay, we do have pregnancy. I want to clarify what this is, because with the Empress, it makes me think is literal, but it could just mean growth and expansion. Can we clarify pregnancy here? Okay, we do have the 3 of Cups. I mean, sorry, the 3 of Pentacles. So that's like expansion. Okay, clarify pregnancy. We also have Page of Wands. Yeah, so I do feel like there's going to be a lot of growth. You guys are going to have a keen eye to look out for what is worth an investment and what isn't worth an investment. So what I mean by that is, if you are self-employed, you'll be looking at who you can team up with to help benefit your business, and you're going to know the difference between who is actually worth working with and who isn't. And I don't mean in a way like, oh, let's look down upon these people, but I mean like sometimes you're working with people who are very unserious, who may even be a liability, and then you're working with people who will uplift you. It's just a matter of who's worth making that decision for. Okay, we do have the Page of Pentacles though, so yeah, this is like investments, the start of something new. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, but for some of you, this pregnancy could literally be literal. Like some of you could be pregnant. We have the Empress, or getting pregnant, and if that is the case, then congratulations. But if that's not what you want, then disregard that message. But basically, there's just more opportunities, and it may feel like it's coming in slow for a long time. But I feel like similar to Power 1, the quicker you detach from it, the easier it happens. And I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, because a lot of the messages that I have done for, like, for example, Halloween or full moon or this and that or 11/11, it does seem like a repeat of like a confirmation of like, yeah, you have what it takes to do this. But someone needed to hear that. Some of you wonder if you will ever get married and have kids. You will, especially if you're in the stage of wanting kids. But if you feel like, oh no, like that ship has sailed, I don't want it, then that's fine, but you still will find your person. Okay, but that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna end it there because I don't want this to be too long. It probably is. I mean, 28 minutes is kind of long, because I did tell my man that I'm like, okay, this should be like 10 minutes, and it's gone over. So I don't like it when that happens, but it's something I really do want to work on. But it's like there's just so many messages that need to be said, and it's very hard to keep it concise. I can't lie. I only learned how to write concisely for essays in university. Like, I didn't know how to do that before uni. Like in school, they'd be like, okay, you're going off on a tangent. And I really am, you know, my writing, ADHD or undiagnosed ADHD or whatever. But yeah, definitely neurodivergence, definitely. But I feel like there's just too much. There's too many things that sometimes I'm like, is it really this, or is it just because I'm a Gemini? But then again, people would not take the zodiac seriously, of course. But yeah, but I only just learned how to write concisely in university, but I just wish I knew how to speak concisely in real life, because I feel like I just don't get to the point, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna end that one there. Take care. Bye.